What up? Coach Kai is in the building. Washington, D.C., 12th and G Street, because I'm a G, so I should be on G Street, headed to Chinatown. I want to talk about my Bitcoin adventures. I try to do like a daily blog about Bitcoin adventures since I've been dealing with Bitcoins. I started dealing with Bitcoins October the 29th, 2017 with $100. You understand? And my song is One Man, $100 in a one-track mind. However, most people think that you got to buy a whole Bitcoin in order to be involved in cryptocurrency, right? That's not so at all. I started with $100. The price of a Bitcoin was $6,189. I bought a fraction of one for $100. That means if I'd have bought $60, I would have had 1%. If I'd have bought $120, I'd have had 2%. You can buy 1%. You can buy half a Bitcoin. You can buy any fraction of a Bitcoin that you want, right? So let me just tell you right quick, in my adventures, because I've made some money already. I wake up in the morning and be having money for Bitcoin because my investment has went up because it's at 15,000. So imagine like that 100 already doubled to 200. Matter of fact, that 100 done doubled and tripled to 300 because the market was at 18,000 the other day. So if it came from 6,000 hit 18,000 and I put $100 in and wouldn't have done nothing, I'd have made $300 in 1 month. You ain't got no money in your savings account that will do that for you. Where you put in $100 and say, yo, I want to come back and have $300 in 30 days. So let me tell you what's the worst thing about Bitcoin. The absolute worst thing about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is people and their pessimistic ways. People, see, I have a squad called Team Success. It's like who I do business with, my personal. And rule number 3 is no whining and complaining ever. Can y'all type that? No whining and complaining. And thank you for sharing this video too. You know, if you're on here, share this video so people know what's the worst thing about cryptocurrency. The worst thing, I'm gonna give you like maybe my top 3. The worst thing about cryptocurrency is so many people break my rules, so I realize I can't do business with them. I can't do business with them because they whine and complain about everything. Another bad thing about cryptocurrency is how I wasted my time earlier today. I can't stand wasting my time with somebody who is a whining around and complainer and operates out of fear. Bitcoin gives the opportunity for all these lames to damn just come out of nowhere and just be all over the place when it comes to which way is Chinatown? Hey bro, which way is Chinatown? Keep going straight or this way?
Chinatown is on 9th Street.
So this is 10th, so one more.
Yeah, 9th and 8th and 9th.
All right, thank you. And of course I'm going to look for a Jade Emperor for my homeboy, buying gifts while I'm down here too. See what I can pop off with while I'm in Chinatown. But people whining and complaining, yo, so many people always talking about what if Bitcoin crash? And they never ask me about what if cryptocurrency makes me a whole lot of money. How much money can I make with cryptocurrency? How much money can I make? How much money can I make with Bitcoin? How much money have you made with Bitcoin? No, it's 90% of the time. Well, not 90% of the time, but too much. Any percentage is too much. If it's 20% of the time, yo, what if it crash? How fast can I get my money out? So the other worst thing about Bitcoins is it showed me how small-minded people are. It showed me how people are living at the wall of suffering. It showed me how people are Velcroed to the wall of suffering and they don't want to expand their thinking. Now the great things about, last worst thing about being in Bitcoin is if your ass ain't in it. If you ain't got none, that's the worst thing about Bitcoin. You can go get you a Coinbase account and get you 1% of a Bitcoin. So right now it's trading at like 15,000. Take $150. You blew 100. Think about how many times you wasted $150 and you ain't invested in nothing. Zcash, Dash, Moreno, Ripple. It's so many coins out there. You still thinking that's the other worst thing about Bitcoin is narrow-minded, especially black folks. Oh my God. Oh my God. It feels so good when I run into a community of black people who know about Bitcoin. I'm at my man's house. Every time his phone rings, somebody's talking about Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, learning, opening their mind, investing investing. Yo, I got $5,000. How do I do it? I got $3,000. How do I do it? I got $60. How do I do it? I got $60. How can I get into Bitcoin? Worst thing about Bitcoin is you ain't trying to find out. You so busy, not you, because you watching my channel. You want to know about Bitcoin adventures. What up, Edgar? Team Backpack, baby. Up in DC, I need one of them backpacks for my laptop. That's what I need. I got this Coach bag, but I need, Coach got to have a Coach. But, so, yeah, the worst thing, man, is you don't have any. And then the worst thing is that pessimistic attitude that you go around like, it's like you ain't got deodorant on. And you just telling people, yo, I stink. The more you whine and complain, how's it going to crash? My peoples, God bless, I love her to death. I said, yo, you asking me so much about how it's going to crash, but you also are not, she said, well, that's what they're going to ask me. They're going to ask me the same question. So I'm just asking the question before they ask me. Yo, if somebody asks you about, is Bitcoin going to crash? You say the math is impossible. Then I just asked somebody, what is crashing? And the joker couldn't answer my question. They couldn't even answer what's a crash. I said, so what is your definition of a crash? I don't know. You don't know? You don't know what a crash is? I'm hoping this is Chinatown down here where I'm walking straight into. So I was like, you don't even know what a crash is and you worrying about it. So what I learned, here goes another thing, the absolute worst thing about Bitcoin, it shows you where your fears are. So for me, I'm fearless. It definitely ain't around money and prosperity, and it shows you, do you live in lack? Do you live in a sense of there's not enough? You don't live in a sense of abundance. When I start talking to people about Bitcoin, immediately those who are open. I was at Po' Boys, what's that? Bus stop in Po' Boys yesterday. And I asked the lady, I said, the waitress, I said, yo, do you take Bitcoin? She was like, nah, we don't take Bitcoin. But I said, well, man, you should get some. She was like, I don't know. I don't have $15,000. I wish I did. I was like, you can buy some right now. She was like, what? I said, yeah. I said, give me your number. I'm going to text you the link to Coinbase. Put you some money in there and you got Bitcoin. You can take your tips every night and put half of your tips in there. She make $100 a night. In 5 days, she got $250 worth of Bitcoin. Bitcoin go to 30,000. Her 250 turned to 500. And she could leave it there. What happens if she had 1% of Bitcoin and Bitcoin goes to $50,000 a coin? Yeah, poverty consciousness, yo. Jokers don't want to do math either. I definitely realize that a lot of people definitely do not know how to do math. It is terrible, terrible. So those are the things that I feel are the worst things about cryptocurrency as I've been on my Bitcoin adventures. Now, the wonderful things about Bitcoin, Bitcoin and my adventures is the way you can win. Hold on for a second. Hey, brethren, which way is Chinatown? Make this left? Thank you. Huh? I'm here? Yeah. Okay, thank you. Feels good to be back home in DC. I was born in DC, been gone for a little bit. And now I'm back and I've never been to Chinatown in DC. So we're getting ready to get it popping as I try to go shopping down here for a few worthy friends. But I'm gonna tell you this, one of the easiest ways to make sure I never go shopping for you is whining and complaining. Oh, I get rid of those people so quick. You should too. That's what I love about Bitcoin. It lets me find out who's whining and complaining so I can get rid of them. Does anybody have any questions about Bitcoin while I'm on here really quick? I love to do a Q&A. When I get back to Atlanta, I'm going to start doing some Sunday movies. I'm gonna start doing some on Sundays. We're gonna start have a gathering and watching a Bitcoin movie, like a documentary, with me and some other people who are, I said I wanted a smoothie today too, with some people that really know Bitcoin, like they're Bitcoin enthusiasts, and just going to start answering people's questions and trying to create a community around people who have an abundant consciousness. Can you type abundance consciousness? If you got an abundance consciousness, can you type abundance consciousness? Like, are you really about that life? Ooh. Did y'all know that Urban Outfitters is a witchcraft store? Yeah, Urban Outfitters is all about witchcraft. But they hide it. They hide it. Right there, Urban Outfitters, they have all this witchcraft things going on that you can do rituals and stuff. You go in there and just like, yo, where's the aisle at for the cheap stuff? Like all the stuff that's for sale, they just got it going on for people who do magic and witches and stuff like that. There's so many places that you could eat down here. Ah, here we go. I was looking for that. That's what I was looking for, the entrance to Chinatown. Yeah. Oh, they go to Hebrew Israelites. They ain't got no Bitcoin. See them? You ain't got no Bitcoin. I should go over and ask them, you want to do something about the Lord, you ain't got no cryptocurrency. Please excuse the noise as we walk over here right now. See, this is terrible. It's terrible. Listen, we're talking about who's wicked and who's doing what down here bothering these people in Chinatown. The people in Chinatown ain't bothering them. Why they ain't get something where they could be talking about some how to be rich. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
This is what your senators and them are doing, man.
Yo, this is terrible.
They're being over us.
Whining and complaining. I just talked about it. People who whine and complain, they don't have any money. They sit out here. Hey Daphne, how you doing, babe? They're not fooling with Bitcoin. Jesus pulled up on the money changers. Yo, that's funny. He said they're not messing with the Bitcoin because Jesus pulled up on the money. So Jesus wanted everybody to be broke. That must be the formula right there. Which is cool. What up, Tanya? Shouts out to the NOLA. DC to the NOLA. DC. Man, give me a shout out. Let me see who up in this building. Coach Khayr, Team Taurus, Washington, DC right now. Chinatown. Where y'all at? I see the NOLAs up in here. I think I seen Team, I see Stephanie up in here. Team Sag, Arizona. Man, where the gift shops at? There's so many restaurants down here. I'm supposed to be going to eat Ethiopian later on today, hopefully like in a few minutes. But right now I'm scoping out the scene. I'm not looking for a restaurant, I'm looking for some shops, which I'll probably end up at. Yeah, there we go. What up? Team ATL in the building, Team Aries, San Diego, Team Aquarius, ATL baby, Team Libra, New Orleans, Team Gemini, Karen, Bitcoin Queen up in here, ain't playing now, game with them. Oh, I want a smoothie. Oh, and I finally found a gift shop. So look, these are prosperity kittens. Take one of these and put by your cash register. If you got Bitcoins, this right here is something that you want to consider sooner than later. I'm gonna follow up in here right quick, and I'm gonna holler at y'all in a minute.